Today is my last day in Da Nang after almost 4 months here. Tomorrow I'm flying to Singapore for a photography job, one I can't really talk about because of NDAs, so this week's video is kind of unpredictable. And to be honest, I don't know how much I will be able to film, but maybe exactly that's the point. I just don't have to plan everything, right? So yeah, before we go, we have to pack a lot of stuff, so let's go. So everything packed, my bags, my luggage. It's time to leave. A little bit sad to be honest, but yeah, there are so many adventures ahead and I'm really excited for that. So let's call a grab and head out to the airport. So let's go. Thank you, have a nice day, bye bye. Just dropped the baggage, went through security, part I hate the most to be honest while traveling. And now let's check if we find a nice lounge. And we got the Orchid lounge. Let's see if it's good. The other one I've been last time wasn't that good to be honest. Okay, found a nice spot. Never really like to talk when there are so many people around and it's in a quiet area. But yeah, if you're wondering how I can afford these launches, I'm using the Revolut Ultra subscription where all these launches are included. Like similar to Amex, but the problem with Amex, especially in Asia, is not accepted at many places. So that's why I cancelled the Amex and went over to Revolut. And yeah, pretty happy, especially because you can have different currencies there. What's actually very nice for traveling. So yeah, gonna stay here for about an hour, then boarding the flight. So, see you later. Honestly, the food in the lounges is not as special as many people think, but it's free. When you have the launch pass, so just get something to eat without overpriced. Yeah, shit, I think you know it. Okay, one of my favorite travel apps is Flightly. I really like it because you can track all your flights in there, all your past flights as well as all your upcoming flights. And you have like a map in there, like the upcoming flights, and it also shows like delays. And what I really like to do is to enter the booking codes, so I have always a countdown for my flight and booking code, so I can do the check-in very quickly. Very nice. I only use the free version, that's more than enough. The pro version has very nice features as well, but it's quite expensive, so I'm not using it. But yeah, if you fly a lot and just want like a travel map or something, I can really recommend this app. So my flight seems to be in time, I would say. Let's go to the gate. Arrived, I'm in the plane, everything worked fine, especially with cabin baggage. So yeah, let's see you in Singapore.
Cabin crew to takeoff stations.
Got my bags. Time to take a taxi to the hotel. Singapore is kind of modern. Everything works super easy. Immigration, self check-in. Then we have hotel self check-in. So super interesting. And we go to 33. I hope so. So yeah. Kind of impressed from Singapore. I've been here before, but yeah, it's 3 years ago I think, so probably some stuff changed. But yeah, I'm excited to see the room. Never been here in this hotel, at least not for the stay. I worked here, but yeah, let's see. Okay, nice corner room. Definitely got view. So yeah, looks fine so far. Not sure. I'm packing some stuff now and probably explore the city a little bit, right? Because this might be the only off day, even it's already 4:30. The only day I have some time to do something here in the city, so I definitely want to do that as long as there's a little bit of sun. Okay, so that's to Singapore. This is basically the skyline of Singapore, and this here looks really, really cool. Okay, guys, it's almost 10. I just finished photographing the last event here of this job I'm doing in Singapore, and even I can't tell you much about that. There are some learnings I can share with you, and one of those things is that during photographing these kind of corporate events, I learned so much, especially about workflow, because when you do work like this, you have very long days. For me, I start here at about 7 in the morning, and now it's almost 10 p.m. I still have to edit, so probably there's not much sleep, right? And you want to improve your workflow. For example, I rate my photos already in camera, so I just transfer the rated pictures from the camera to my computer and edit them right away, so no more thinking about selecting images. Then I use the loop deck, which helps me to edit much faster. I set up my Lightroom catalog. After I transferred the photos, they get auto-imported, and also the preset I pre-selected. So yeah, there are a lot of small things you can add up to be really efficient, and that's really a must if you want to do this, because the clients expect the pictures at the same day, so you have to deliver. There is no I'm tired or I'm sick or whatever. You have to deliver. With that being said, let's start editing. Okay, that's my last morning here in Singapore. I'm already packing all my stuff together. The job is finished, and it was a really nice week with some ups and downs. Unfortunately, my Sony camera shutter broke, and now I have to fix it. But one learning you all should take away from this: never go to a big production or an important client with only one camera. Luckily, we were a team of photographers. We had a few spare cameras, so that wasn't a big issue at all. I also had my Fuji as a worst case backup. But if you're alone somewhere, always rent a camera. It really can save your life. So yeah. Besides of that, I had a really good time here, and my clients had a present for me. These are 2 bottles of champagne. Unfortunately, I can't take them with me because my luggage is already totally filled up. So what I was thinking is just leave them here for the room service, and because these are 2 bottles, I will write a short message, a short note, where it says, like, you can keep one bottle and the other one, just give it the person it deserves. So I think it's a nice idea to make some random people happy, especially because Christmas coming up, New Year's and all this stuff. Unfortunately, I will never know who these bottles are going to, but yeah, just creating this feeling that I made someone happy, I think is a nice idea, right? So let's do that and then head to the airport.